don't stoop to other people's levels. You supposed to rise above. You know that, girl. Ooh, what a weekend. What an episode. Today, I felt like I was typing for hours, honey. They had so many nuggets. Oh, hey, y'all. Welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Shar. I am the, recap auntie. And I am here to give my recap of today's episode of Beyond the Gates, baby. This is the MUMU review. This is my newest MUMU that I got. And I love her. She's so pink and pretty. Yeah, I'm going to be making some changes, so don't get used to all of this background. It's going to be, something greater and grander, Anyway, hey, y'all. Y'all really like my wedding episode, huh? I got a lot of views on that video. I'm like, woo. I don't know if I can dress up all the time, but when it calls for me to dress up, I will do that because I got plenty of hats, plenty of pearls, plenty of jewelry. I got some furs too. So when it's time for me to dress up, whenever they have another gala, this gal is going to be there dressed, honey. But hey, y'all. Hey, I am your auntie. Welcome. How y'all doing? Y'all had a good weekend? I did. It was busy, but I'm here. So let's talk about today's episode. Did y'all see it? I have my handy dandy, messed up, scratched up laptop here. So I need to hurry up because I got to get myself out of here to go to rehearsal. But anyway, they opened up with the black wedding. The other show had the red wedding. No, this is the black wedding. And the preacher is repeating what everything that happened on Friday. We got her repeating all of this love and commitment and all this other stuff about y'all know if y'all don't want to be here and want them to do this, let us know. So of course Danny gets up, push pause. This has a lot of ooting in it, so I know that I'm going to say the word that we're not supposed to say. I'm not expecting to get any type of monetization. If you want to bless Auntie, I will put my cash app below, or I don't know if you're able to send me anything, but child, I'm not even doing this. Is for fun right now. So anyway, I'm going to say the words. I'm going to try to say them. Be very careful, but all through this show, it had nothing but ooting and pow pow and stuff. So I'm going to say the word. So YouTube, don't do it now. Don't do it, YouTube. You already ain't paying me shit. So don't do it, please. Anyway, so she shoots and they are telling her to put the gun down, put it down, put it down. And come to find out when she shot, we thought that she might have shot Bill or Haley, but no, she shot at one of their little trifling looking, she called them funeral arrangements. So she shot one of the flowers. So I was like, okay, you better shoot, girl. You've been going to the gun range. I see you, Danny. I see you. So her father calls her Danielle. I never knew that was her born name, but now we know. They said Danielle so much during this damn episode. We know her name is Danielle. It ain't no Danny. So she has some unfinished business with these two, and she tell everybody to get out. So everybody leaves except for the Duprees. They stay there. So Naomi's husband, who's the cop, his name is Jacob. He's trying to talk some sense into her head, and she tells him, "Hush, y'all check on the flowers because I hurt them." I was like, Danny, you just own it today. So she gave him a warning shot by shooting the flowers. Next time it's gonna be you. She was talking a lot of shit on this episode. So Danny says that she has something on her mind, and she wants to either shoot Bill between his eyes, his lying ass eyes, or get rid of the pest who dropped in at our dinner table and wasn't satisfied until she took my man to her bed. Go ahead. When I tell you this particular episode has so many nuggets, I was just typing like for a long time. It was no hit or run here. It was a lot. So she's playing crazy. I was like, she did, she got them big old eyes. So she was really, really playing crazy as hell on this episode. So she's a cheater or homewrecker. Who am I gonna get rid of? So Chelsea has her phone. She was recording it. She was stream living it, because Chelsea is a content creator and she's going to show everything. She has 1 million followers. But child, after all that was going on, Chelsea left that damn phone on. It was sitting on the chair and it was recording it, and you could see Danny, hand just a trembling. I was like, man, she gonna fuck up the Dupree name. So Danny is getting a lot of hearts though. Maybe this was what Danny was needing, because remember she was talking to Andre the night before, and she wants that celebrity. She wants that that popularity like her daughter gets, but she gave it all up for Bill. She might get be a bad bitch. She might get that bad bitch status. They might just it might have like revamped her as an individual. That's what I feel. I could be wrong, but my each ta 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 is telling me right here in my soul that I think that that was what she needed to at least get some type of control over her name and her life because she gave up so much for Bill. I get it now. I get it. She said some stuff, and I was like, I was wondering why she couldn't get over him, but she gave up a lot for that asshole, and I see why she's mad. But anyway, yeah, Chelsea was recording it on the fake IG page, and Danny is getting a lot of hearts, and Anita tells Vernon to do something. During it, Vernon is trying to say, Danielle, darling, you don't want to do this, and so she don't see nothing but blood. So Bill tells her that she needs to just let things go, and she said, she said, you took everything from me. I had a life. I had loved a career and I was so young. And she said, I was so eager to give you everything that you wanted. She tried to be every woman that he wanted her to be. And she was eager to give him the life that he loved. But he cheated on her the whole marriage. So I don't know what that was about. And so she helped birth his dreams and she said birthed. She didn't say birthed his dreams into realities. His meteoric rise to the cream of the crop was a bankroll and financed and endorsed by the Duprees. So y'all was right. Whoever was this right of this episode, kudos to you, boo. Kudos to you. She says, and that's when I said I get why she's upset. She really gave up a lot for him. She really did. She really released her love for her family. I mean, of course she was a Dupree, but she really put everything in him to have the children, anything he wanted. If he wanted to be a lawyer, she made sure that happened. She might have committed some crimes, who knows? But she did a lot of shit for him. And I think that he keeps telling Haley that you make me feel alive again, or it's something that he keeps saying to her that he's getting this life back over her with her. I don't know what it is, but there's something in there with that with Haley. So I understand Danny's being upset. I really do. I really, really do. Now I do. So Vernon tells her, "Now come on, baby girl, we can talk about this private once you put that gun down." And she said, Daddy, no, no, mm-mm. She said, "There's just too many damn secrets around here." She's like this one. Haley talking about she got a name. Danny was like, "Oh yes, you have a few, and none of them are very nice." And then Haley says, "I'm Haley MF in Hamilton." She didn't say MF, but I'm Haley Hamilton. And so, and then Danny was like the hell you are. Until you are pronounced wife, you don't get to have the last name that my children have, bitch. What she say, bitch? But you know what she said. So you are Haley Lawson. So she gives the whole town a rundown about how Haley met them, and then she came in there and stole her husband. She told the whole town this, and remember it's on streaming too. So Haley tries to interrupt her. She says, I know how you feel." Danny was like, no, you don't know how I feel, because if you knew how I feel, you know what the fuck I was thinking right now. It's like, oh, so be quiet and shut the fuck up. And Haley was like, Haley, shut up too. Oh God, that was so funny to me. So Danny tells Haley about the Daddy tells Haley funny things about names. She said, "Well, you know what? One funny thing about names that once you are Mrs. Hamilton, no one will tell you what they really think about you." And then Bill tells her that she's gone way too far. And Danny was like, "No, I've just scratched the surface, mother sucker. I am too damn tired of my I am damn tired of holding my tongue on your cheating ass." She didn't say that, but that's what I thought she said. I was adding my little script in there. And so Vernon begs her again, "Come on, baby girl, put the gun down." She says, we're done begging." She said, "Begging for our lives." And Haley was like, "No, bitch, begging for forgiveness and get on your knees." So she was like, "We beg you, tired of begging? We're not gonna beg for our lives. No, I want y'all to beg. Get on y'all knees and beg for my forgiveness. That's what Danny told them. We're not begging for your lives. I want you to get on the floor and beg for me so I can forgive you both for hurting me. And so Kat, excuse me if that was confusing, but yeah. So Kat begs her mom to do something, and Danny is like, "I love you, baby." Is it Kat? Kat is her daughter? No, Chelsea is her daughter, and Naomi is her daughter. So Kat is telling um Nicole, "Mama, do something," because Nicole is Kat's mama. And Danny is like, "I love you, baby," and she's telling, no, maybe it was one, maybe it was Chelsea, "Mama, please." They look alike, Chelsea and Kat. They, you sure they cousins? Cause they look, I swear they look alike. One of them, Chelsea or Kat, told Danny like, "I love you, baby, but you need to let me do this. You and your granddaddy Vernon." So I think it might have been Chelsea who said, "Mama, please don't do this." So Danny is like, "You need to get on your knees, Haley." And Bill says, "Haley ain't getting on her knees for you or no one." I was like, "Do you really mean that, Bill? You don't want her to get on your knees for you? Her knees for you?" You shouldn't have said that. Should have said that, Bill. Shouldn't have said that. Um, so he says, "No, she ain't getting on her knees for you or nobody." And she says, "Chivalrous. I haven't seen that shit in such a long time. So since you're the one who made the vows to me, then you get on your knees so that your soon to be bride can see how you really are on your wedding day. So, like, kneel down, nigga." And he tries to like act like he gonna bend down, and he grabs the gun. They do this fake fighting, and they both are pow. We hear something say pow, and we're looking like, what happened? So we come back from commercial break, and we see that he grabs the gun from Danny, and I thought I heard a pow, but I think that she wound up shooting one of the flowers again, or it was the music. The music was like boom. It was something very dramatic. Well, anyway, nobody in the room got shot, thank God. And Bill takes the gun and gives it to Daddy's son-in-law, who's Jacob, who's Naomi's husband. And so he takes her out of the room. Naomi is really mad. Naomi don't like her daddy anyway. Remember, she said her daddy is dead to her. So Bill says that you could have killed someone, and Danny's like, "Oh, you could have been a decent human being, but here we are." He asks Haley if she was okay. Danny tells him that it will never be between over me and you. He says it's over. No, it will never be over between us. Excuse me. It'll never be over between us. He was like, "Don't you think that you owe us an apology today?" Like, he was like, she was like, "Huh? Shooting the flowers? Oh yeah, I do. It's a vast improvement from those embarrassing funeral arrangements that you have earlier." I was like, "You just read it today, Danny." So, I will question your taste level, but based on your recent choices, it's clear that you have lowered your standards to a hideous degree. When I tell you, whoever was writing, you better write. You better you better write. And she said, "I will see myself out." So she takes a nice walk down the aisle, honey. And Martin, who's, I think that's her gay son. Yeah, Martin is Danny's gay son. Tells his husband Smitty, the white guy name is really Smitty. I thought it was, I only know like some black Smitties, but I guess the white dude name is Smitty. That he doesn't need any bad press, because he's in the political realm and being in Congress and all. Then he just leaves skedaddles and stuff. So Bill asked Jacob, who's Naomi's husband, for a police escort because he's scared of hell of Danny. He don't want Danny to be following him and Haley. And so Bill approaches Vernon and tells Vernon and Anita that, "Oh, you all will be getting the invoice." And Vernon was like, "For what?" Bill says, "For damages." Anita and Bill was like, "F you." And they walked out. Yeah, you got the money, Bill. You can pay for all of this. That girl, the only thing she gonna pay for is damages to the fucking flowers. She didn't. That's the only thing she damaged was that. And so we see Martin talking to the photographer. It's like, "You ain't catch nothing." And the photographer's like, "Man, no, I was too scared. I had my camera, but I forgot to start shooting because I thought she was gonna shoot, so I ain't do nothing." So Martin was like, "Good, let's keep it that way. 'Cause we don't need that out there. Go, I'll pay you whatever you need. So that's what he did. So Martin, yeah, he do that. And so but he doesn't know that Chelsea kept her phone on. She was doing a live stream of the wedding, so he doesn't know that. and she's so nervous about doing it. So Haley feels bad about the wedding with the gunshot flowers because she's on the floor looking at all the flowers all scattered all over the floor. But Bill still marries her. She claims that she's never felt this happy in all my life, and he carries her through the threshold, and he keeps telling her that she brought him back to life. That's the statement. He keeps telling her that you brought me back to life. She says you gave me life, but he tells her you brought me back to life. He says that a lot to Haley, and I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but it's something behind it. So he gets a well, we'll talk about that later. So Kat and Chelsea chit chat about what happened. Well, no. Well, they all go to the house after the wedding, and then everybody's mad sitting in the living room talking about what happened and how they're going to clear this up and stuff. And so we see the Duprees are in the living room. I mean, the big, grand room. They all go get their sip of something to drink. I think Ted and Nicole went to go get some martinis and get a shot of something, and Vernon and Anita take their martini and was drinking out of that, all kicking back some shots and martinis after the wedding. So clearly, this is not a celebration to knock off the nerve. They had to do that. So Nicole says that she wished that she could have known that Danny was going through this. Like, hell, I'm a psychiatrist. I'm supposed to read people and know when shit like this happen to people. And I missed that with my own sis. So Vernon was like, well, we have to fix this situation because we are the Duprees. And Martin and Smitty are going to fix it. And Anita says, falling apart is not an option. That when I tell you that heifer, her voice like sent chills through my body this particular episode because it's deep. She has a bass in there that's like here. She has a female appeal, but that bass, she mean everything she say. So they have to find Danny. Danny goes to a bar with her best friend Pamela. Remember the white girl from Friday? And remember I said I've seen her before. She played Dixie Cortland on All My Children years ago. She was married to Tad Martin, and she loved herself some Tad. I was like, I know her. I never forget a face. I might not know the name, but I never forget a face. So I did search her, and yeah, it is the same lady. That girl she was on the stories years ago, and she's here now. I'm so happy for her. Congratulations, love. You are doing such a good job. If you ever see this video, congratulations. You look great. I remember seeing you when I was younger. And that's no shade on you or me. I'm just saying, and you look great. Can I get that same, you know, fillers and stuff? But you look great. You look great. She looks great. So Pamela said that, girl, if I would have known that you was gonna do this, girl, I would have stopped you before that. But what we gonna do, girl? We gotta get in the car. What we gonna do? Bust out some tires, bust some windows out, slash some tires. She says, she says, I am your ride or die. I was like, no, Pamela. No, boo. You good. So Danny's phone is like vibrating like back to back to back to back because everybody's trying to find out where she is, and they want to have this family meeting. So she ignores the text messages. But then she thinks about, she let me go ahead and go and meet with the Duprees so I can face the music. So she leaves Pam there at the club. And so Danny does finally get there, and everybody's looking at her talking. So Danny walks in, and Mama's fussing her ass out about coming waltzing in like it's Sunday afternoon, girl. Girl, you just fucked up a wedding back there. What's your problem? You done embarrassed the Duprees. We don't do that. So Nita's like, is this the child of mine before me? She was doing poetry. Is this a child of mine before me? The shame that you brought upon this family and a gun? Since when do we do a gun, son? No, she didn't do that. But I was like, so let me do. So Anita is like, is this what we are now? I don't understand. And Martin was like, no, I do, because sometimes the anger just boils up and bubbles up so much that you don't have a choice. And Anita was like, he was like, okay, okay. So Danny said, I'm like, y'all didn't catch that? All of y'all in deep thought that much when he was starting to get, fired up and she shut him. Y'all didn't see that? Okay. So Danny said, Mom, you're right. You're right. You're always right. Not some of her best moment, but this man has drug her through hell. And so Anita was like, shut up. Says, you don't stoop to ever You don't stoop to other people's levels. You rise above. You supposed to know that. I said, she scared me when she said, I was scared. I was like, okay, Mama Anita, I ain't gonna do that no more. Nicole says that look, y'all, we need to just chill out, take a deep breath, and just figure this shit out. So Vernon says that he will go and have a word with Bill and see what he'll do to make this all disappear. And Anita says another. Do you see what your shenanigans has costing us? Now your pappy has to go to that reprobate, hat in hand, and beg for his forgiveness. You should be ashamed, Danielle. I said, honey, I'm ashamed. So she looks around and walks out. So Nicole goes behind her, and they have a little sister to sister talk with each other about how dignified she should be and be calm under pressure. And people should see your sweat if necessary, but they should never see your tears. When I tell you, they had so many great things that they said in this particular episode. I just didn't want to just skip it. One of them I had to like rewind about 5 times to make sure I got it right. Now I might not have quoted it right, but yeah, it was good. And it's nice to see that they connect. Because I always thought that Nicole thought that she was better than Danny, above her. But she did pretty good. So Danny says, Haley is younger than her. He made a better version of me. Nicole was like, girl, no. She is not better than you, honey. You are a Dupree. So I thought that was really, really sweet. So Nicole and Danny hug and they go back into the main room and Nicole is like, Mom, don't you think that you owe Danny an apology? And Anita was like, she didn't get an apology from Bill and Haley, and she sure as hell ain't gonna get no apology from me. I was like, when I tell you, Anita wasn't playing. But Anita does apologize to Naomi because when she said that, Danny walked out. So she apologized to Naomi, which is one of the kids. And Jacob feels that he should have done something. And so Jacob is the cop. And so like, she pulled a gun out in public. That's not right. And so, like, Naomi's like, look, just let my family handle it. You go home. He's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not family. She said, yes, you are, baby, but you're a cop. Just let us handle it. We're going to do it. So he leaves, and so Martin says that he don't trust that cop that Naomi married. He don't trust him. Like, what's your problem, Martin? You don't trust nobody. You can't sleep. You sneaking behind your husband when he on the phone. Now you don't trust cops. What's going on with you? Huh? What's going on with you, Martin? So, who else? Cat and oh, that's at the end. They decide to do a press conference to make all this stuff smooth over and stuff. So Cat and Chelsea comes in because that's when they found out that Chelsea did confess to leaving her phone on and doing a live stream. So Vernon says they got to get in front of the story before it gets out too bad. So yeah, and then they had like little episodes of Andre and Chelsea in the elevator. No, Andre and Ashley in the elevator helping this pregnant woman. All the breathing, all the dramatics. The lady wound up having a baby girl. And then we see Leslie rejoicing with Eva about Dr. Big Shot. They can't stand Ted and Nicole. They can't stand. I don't know. I don't believe Leslie. I don't believe her. She thinks that she's saying that Ted had this baby with her and left. But Ted, I know Ted. Ted, that's not Ted's personality. I know him. I don't ask me why, none of your business. But I know him, he would never do that. He said later on in the show that he would go through fire for his family. So I know if he would do that, for the family he know, I know he would do it if he found out that was his daughter. I don't think that's his daughter. But Leslie has a vendetta. And my thing is like if Ted knew who she was when he saw her the other day at the hospital, he would have recognized her. I think that lady just has this really strong crush on this man. Maybe she knew him in college or something, or they met and they had a one-time fling, and he don't remember her. It's something very, very probably teenagers that they did, and she just really couldn't stop thinking about that pink, that chalk girl. I understand. So she wants Ted to pay, and she calls. This particular show teaches you a new word every damn day. So what did she call them children? She called Cat Kat and Martin, because you know they're sister and brother. She calls them fledglings, or what did she call? She called them? I can't remember. I got to do some searching through my notes. Let me pause it. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, Leslie is like, look at my baby, goal oriented, just like her mama, because Eva was talking about how she gonna make Nicole pay. Excuse me. And Eva wants to get close to Nicole. She almost said dad, but she said Ted. And they didn't send her child support. They never supported me, and blah blah blah. So Leslie says, "Yeah, you deserve better. You deserve a violin. You deserve Mandarin lessons." Pause. My daughter teaches at a Mandarin speaking school, and it's so cool of all the things that she tells me about. So speaking Mandarin is considered to be a echelon type of way of being, posh. Anyway, and trips to Europe and love from her father. She deserves to have status and recognition. And then she called Cat, Princess Cat, and Fancy Pants Congressman. She said it real country. Yeah, Princess Cat and Fancy Pants Congressman Martin. Yeah, it's Martin. Yeah, Martin. And so she calls them two feckless brats. I was like, what is feckless, honey? Feckles. I ain't never heard of feck. I thought it was freckles, even with my glasses. I was like, they got freckles? Feckless, which means lack of character. So yeah, I was like, you better teach us, Leslie. I think this word is a word every episode that I hear, and I'm like, I never heard it before, so I looked it up. It was another one in the last one, I can't remember, but feckless. That's the word of the day. Feckles. Feckless. So, yeah, I mean, Leslie is hurt clearly. I think it was just a one night stand. I really don't believe that Ted and her had a relationship and that he left her penniless and that he knew about the baby. I just don't believe all of that. And we see who Vanessa show up to the bar with her black husband, and Pamela is still there just drinking, and they were talking about, yeah, you close to Danny, and yeah, I'm close to Nicole, and she said I've never seen her like that, and blah blah blah. And that's about it. That's about it. Oh yeah, Danny, they said they need to do a press conference, like I said earlier, to get in front of the story, especially since it was out there to the world. Because again, Chelsea has 1 million followers, and that's the ground level of the reach that people probably seen it. But I think it's going to make um, Danny real popular. The popularity that she missed when she was young, she's going to get it now because everybody love a bad bitch, and she was pretty too, holding the gun. People love a bad bitch. They really do. She bad, and she didn't care. She really didn't. So they're gonna do the press conference, and Danny was like, I need to come to. Her mom was like, hell no, you keep your ass right here. You done enough. And so Kat tells Ted, being in this family can be a mess at times. And I'm like, honey, little do she know. And after that, Leslie tells Eva that they he will curse the day that he ever walked out on them. And so they show, what's his name? Bill bringing Haley in, and he gets a text, and he was like, "Oh, I can't wait for us to go out France trip." And then, no, nigga, you need to be here to go to this press conference because you've been invited to it. He got a text from his man friend who writes for the Washington Post, saying, "No, you don't need to be nowhere. You need to show up for this press conference because you on the TV, you on the net, you on Beyonce's internet. You interrupted everything." And that was the show. I liked it. I really did. It was very good. It was meaty, full of really, of course, theatrical, because I'm extra. I have a t-shirt that says, apparently I'm dramatic, and I am, as you can see. But I really did enjoy this particular episode. It was a good catch up from Friday, from the wedding. And I believe that they're gonna have to really work through a lot. They look like they have a big broom and they know how to clean up a lot of shat because their family has done a lot of stuff. And there was a lot, like when Danny had said at the wedding when she was holding the gun at Haley and Bill, she said there's a lot of secrets up in this place. And I'm like, what's she talking about? What you mean, Danny? Oh, look over here, girl. Tell us what you mean about secrets. So she knows a lot. And like I said, I believe Bill knows some type of identity. Maybe he's gonna die and he needs Haley to be the one to give him a kidney. It's something that's there. He does not love that girl like he claims he does. Because he didn't he was like that with Danny. He used her. He's a user. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I see a lot of other content creators who are doing this, but they're doing it, weekly. Daily is hard as hell, but I need to be different. I need to stand out, and I like doing it daily. It's gonna be better once I finish my show, so my play that I'm in. But otherwise, thank y'all. I need to go get ready. I've been working today. It might not look like it, but I have. And I put my MUMU on for y'all. This is a cute little more Hawaiian type. MUMU is cute. And I got my little chakra bracelets on, honey. You got to be protected because you don't know what's out there. Get that Wonder Woman wrist going. So thank y'all so much for coming. Hopefully you enjoyed it today like I did. And I will be back in the next video, which y'all know is tomorrow. Like I said, on the weekends, it might be a little, skip a day. But yeah, I'm going to definitely drop this today, and I will be back tomorrow in the next video for Beyond the Gates. And don't forget, Beauty in Black is coming back Wednesday. I'll be late with that. I know I was late before and got fairly decent views, so I'm going to be late with that. I am. I'm definitely going to be late, but I'm going to try my best to do what I can. I'm not a binge watcher. I'm old school. Give me one, feed me one steak at a time. I'm not, I used to eat buffets, but now I can't do that no more. I got to eat one day at a time, baby. One day at a time. So y'all take it easy. Let me get my butt out of here, freshen up so I can hit the stage. So y'all be blessed, and I will be back tomorrow, okay? Let me know how you like the show. I really do like it. I really do. I'm cool with it. It's the only black soap opera. Yeah, we extra. It's a soap opera. What you expect? It ain't gonna be perfect. You're gonna have extra stuff and deep stuff and the typical stuff. That's what soap operas are. That's what they do. And when I get my role on there, then I'm gonna be that. Y'all take it easy. Bye.